GD Energy Products Redline Plus packing is field proven to deliver longer life and reduce downtime. Today, we're going to walk you through the steps necessary to successfully remove and install Redline Plus packing in your fluid end. The first steps in order to remove the packing, we need to remove the plunger clamp separating the pony rod from the plunger. Once this is removed, we can move around to the front side and we'll remove the suction cover retaining nut, followed by the suction cover, and then we'll access a tool to pull the plunger through the bore and outside into the front of the fluid end. The first step that we're going to do is remove the plunger clamp. Now we're going to remove the suction cover retaining nut. The next step, we're going to remove the suction cover. Many times in the field, you may want to take a shortcut and use some type of a hammer or pry bar in order to remove the plunger. At GDEP, we recommend you using a plunger removal tool like this to do the job safely. Now we're going to remove the plunger from the front end of the fluid end. We previously broke the gland packing nut loose. We'll continue to loosen it and remove the gland packing nut at this time. One of the unique features about Redline Plus packing is it's easy to remove. We'll start with first removing the lantern ring, followed by the 2 pressure rings. The next one will be the header ring, and don't forget the junk ring in the back. First, we'll remove the lantern ring, the 2 pressure rings, the header ring, and don't forget the junk ring. We want to feel for any washes, damage that may have occurred due to leaking around the outside diameter of the packing. We're also going to check the threads, make sure that we don't have any sand or debris stuck in the threads that would prevent the packing nut from going in successfully. If you do find any damage on the inside bore where the packing goes, you want to make sure that that gets repaired before you put new packing in, as it may cause a premature failure of the packing. Once you're confident that the inside bore area is clean and free from damage, before you install the packing, make sure that your lubrication system is operating properly. You want to pressurize your lubrication system. If you're utilizing check valves, you want to make sure that your operating pressure exceeds that of the opening pressure for your check valve, and make sure that the lubrication gets all the way through the fluid end into the bore area. Once you've done that and you actually see the lubrication, you can go ahead and install your packings. First, remember to fully lubricate the junk ring before you install it. The junk ring has a tapered edge on the leading portion. That goes in first, and the flat side faces toward you. You want to make sure that the junk ring is fully seated in the bore. The next ring that goes in is the header ring. The flat side of the header ring goes up against the junk ring. Make sure this is properly lubricated and install it into your bore. The next rings that'll go in are the 2 pressure rings. You want to make sure that you properly lubricate these. The open side of the V goes in facing the header ring. The last ring that goes in is a lantern ring. You want to make sure that the threads are clean. You can apply a little bit of oil, anti-seize, but do that very minimally. Once you have the packing nut installed, you want to go ahead and snug it up. What this does is it fully seats the packing in the bore. Once everything is fully seated, you can back the packing off about a 1/4 turn. It's going to make the plunger a lot easier to install. Before you install the plunger, you want to make sure that you don't have any grooves or cuts in the plunger. If you can catch your fingernail on it, it probably needs to be replaced. Also, make sure you adequately lubricate the surface of the plunger with oil, and go ahead and install the plunger as far as you can push it in the bore. Once you've got it in all the way, now you're ready for your plunger installation tool. Once the plunger flange is past the gland packing nut, you can go back over here and remove the plunger installation tool. You want to make sure you replace the bore seal anytime the suction cover is removed. Make sure that you adequately lubricate the seal area before you install it. You want to make sure that the suction cover is fully tightened. If the suction cover is left loose, it can cause the suction cover inside to breathe back and forth, which will cause premature wear on the bore seal area and extra stress on the threads of both the suction cover nut and the female threads on the fluid end. Since we left the packing nut loose before, to make the plunger installation easier, we're going to go ahead and need to tighten the packing nut up for the final time now. You want to apply about 25 to 30 pounds of force with a standard packing bar. The reason we want to do this, we want to make sure that all the components of the packing are completely compressed, that we don't have any gaps in between any of the components. It also prevents the packing from shuttling back and forth inside the bore. As the packing is run in the operation, the inside diameter of the packing begins to wear. This may cause the packing to become loose in the bore. In order to prevent that, every few stages it's important to come back and retighten the packing nut. Now that we've covered the basics on how to change the Redline Plus packing in your fluid end, if you need any additional support, feel free to reach out to us. We have field service technicians in all the major shale plays. If you need additional help and support, we can offer Pump University, where we'll come to your location and teach your employees how to be the experts in the field.